Excuse me, powder is like going in the air and I'm inhaling it. It's totally safe. It's not. Hi, MalPals and NewPals. Happy 15-ish minute Friday. Today I'm bringing you my top 5 loose, Chewy's climbing mountains of papers, loose translucent powders to set under your eyes or your entire face. Okay, I love a good loose powder because they don't give you as much coverage, but they set your face. They don't change, you know, the way your foundation looks, as in the shade of it. These specific ones are high-end, and I believe these are worth the price. So these are my favorite high-end loose powders that I reach for very many different reasons. So let's go ahead and get the one out of the way that you all know I'm going to talk about. Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. I love this powder for under my eyes, baking, setting just with a damp sponge, or actually using like a MAC 190 and pressing that on, or stippling it all over my face to He's digging through tissue paper to set my entire face. This does not change the shade of my foundation. It doesn't like increase oxidation or any kind of weirdness. It just simply locks in my look all day. This is why I will use this forever. I have larger pores, dry skin. This blurs my pores and really helps with needing sometimes to set my face with powder, but not increasing dry lookingness. So definitely worth the price. You guys, we're done. We need to move on. It is the best, but so are all of these. But anyway, the next one I feel like is one that people don't talk about, and it reminds me of a powder that I like have a love-hate relationship with. I'm just gonna compare it, okay? I'm just gonna compare it because it's got has the same packaging, but this is like less than half the price, but it's still high-end. This is the Zoeva finishing powder in Dazzling. Zoeva's powders are made in Italy. Does this look familiar to you? Can you even see it? Can you even see it? I'll have to like change the lighting post edit, but it is a powder that you press down. There is a net, so I like to use a powder brush and set my entire face with this, or you can also use a beauty blender to set your under eyes with this. This is beautiful for baking, and somehow they have created a powder that is matte going on, but it somehow melts in the skin so beautifully that it just creates such a beautiful natural finish. Okay, I'm about to compare it. Look, it looks exactly the same. And Dazzling is also, this is the shade Light 1, the Pat McGrath loose powder. It's got the same netting, but I feel like the Pat McGrath one, listen, I love it, but the Zoeva is, I believe, $25, and it's about the exact same. And the Pat McGrath one is a beautiful powder for dry skin, but it's nothing like insanely special to me once I apply it. The Zoeva is insanely special, and like I said, it's like less than half the price of this. And you can get the Zoeva products at Ulta. Even the packaging is like much more substantial than the Pat McGrath. Again, a beautiful powder, and this is all subjective, you know, based on skin type, skin tone, how your skin reacts, what foundation you're wearing most of the time, and what powders look great with your foundations. So just keep that in mind. Next is a staple also in my collection, especially if I want a brighter under eye. I don't like using this powder for all over my face because it does brighten. This is the Dermablend Loose Translucent Powder in the shade Original. It's a white powder. I'm actually out of this one. It is white. And the Mercier one is a little bit not tinted. It's still translucent, but you can even see here in the difference, like it's a little bit more skin tony. This is white. By the way, none of these cause flashback. This I can see a little flashback sometimes. This is beautiful for brightening underneath the eyes. If you're not like out here trying to take an Instagram photo, or you're at an event where people are taking pictures of you, don't worry about flashback. if you just want to look like day-to-day great, this powder is beautiful, and it really does minimize the look of pores and really looks beautiful on dry skin. And if you have any type of breakouts or anything like that, like I said, I don't use this for all over my face, but if you want to, it's beautiful. I've done it before, and it doesn't like cling to any type of breakout or dryness. Last but not least is a powder that I have repurchased before and I still love it, and it is one, if you are a matte finish type of person, human being, you will love the Lancome Long Time No Shine powder. This one that I have is just the translucent one, but it does have like a peachy undertone, so you kind of have to watch it if you're applying it all over your face, because it can tend to, if you're a more yellow undertone gal, which I am, it can kind of bring out the pinkiness in any type of product you put down, but it doesn't change the depth or the shade. You know, when drinking coffee, you can totally, what is that in my teeth? Who knows? So just be careful with this one. I prefer this one to be under my eyes, but if I want to set my foundation with this, I will use a stippling brush, and then I don't have the problem of it making me look a little pink on the face. But I like a pinkier type of powder underneath my eyes to cancel out the blue and everything. The Mercier one does just fine, but if I need that extra correction, I love the Lancome Translucent Long Time No Shine. You know, it's a matte powder, but it's great for dry skin, and it is worth every penny. Highly recommend this if you are someone who wants to use a very minimal powder to get that matte finish, or minimal powder to set a lot of, like say like eye cream, you have under eye corrector and concealer on. This sets it and you can forget it, like with just a light dusting of it. Last but not least is a powder that I have talked about and raved about before. It is a brand, excuse me, powder is like going in the air and I'm inhaling it. It's totally safe. It's not. This powder and this brand, Decorte, is incredible. It is a Korean beauty brand, and I love their skincare, their makeup, their eye products, just an overall great brand. This is the translucent. Again, it's a little peachier, pinkier, okay? But for some reason, this one doesn't mess at all with my yellow undertones. But I do love this for under the eyes and all over the face. I would say this is one step down from a natural luminous finish when you set your entire face with this. And you do have to be careful when you set your under eye with this, because it does kind of give you a little bit, it's not shimmery, but it gives you a little bit of a hydrated look under your eyes. So if you're not into that, you don't want, you know, your concealer or anything like that kind of looking emollient, don't set your under eyes with this. But this is a beautiful translucent powder for dry skin. Well, always reach for this powder when I'm just needing to look a little more natural. But Decorte, definitely check out their products. Way underrated, not talked about enough, and they just make great face products that don't irritate the skin. So if you have dry skin, irritable skin, breakout prone skin, and you have wrinkly, crinkly, dark under eyes that you need to set and correct, I think you will love all of these and find that they are worth the money, like I've said. So these are my top 5 high-end powders that are worth every penny. Try them out. If you've tried any of them, let me know. But definitely out of just, you know, I feel like we've talked about some of these off and on before, but the Decorte and the Zoeva are definitely kind of like the new kids on the block that everybody needs to at least give a try. Anyway, that's my opinion on that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all your notifications, okay? So you don't miss my vlog coming up Sunday, because, you know, vlogs are always super fun. I love to vlog. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you in the next one. Happy Friday. Hip hip hooray. Good luck on your powder hunt. Not all powders are created equally, especially loose translucent ones, okay? Trust me on these. They'll all be in the info below. Right down there, as well as everything else I'm wearing. That's just for you. Okay, goodbye.
All right.